Okay, we have all been there. You're trying to share a phone number or a long web link. Maybe you're shouting over some noise. Maybe your Bluetooth just won't connect. It's one of those tiny, universal frustrations. Well, today we're looking at a super simple app that solves this whole problem in a surprisingly smart way. I mean, really think about it. You're in a loud cafe trying to give someone your number. You say it once, they get it wrong. You try to text it, but what if you don't have their number yet? Or you try to airdrop a link and the phones just stare at each other, refusing to connect. It's that moment of friction that we all know, and it's so annoying. And this really gets to the heart of it, right? Doing it manually is slow, it's frustrating, and it's so easy to make a typo. And most of the modern ways, well, they need you to be online or have a solid Bluetooth connection. But what if there was another way? Something instant, something that couldn't make a mistake, and something that worked completely offline? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. The solution is this really clever little app called QR Share, and it's designed specifically to cut through all of that noise and all that frustration. So, what is it? Put simply, QR Share is an Android app that takes any bit of text, a phone number, a website, a full contact, and just turns it into a QR code right on your screen. The other person just scans it, and here's the magic trick. It all happens locally. You don't need internet, you don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need Bluetooth, nothing. So you're probably wondering, how does this actually work in practice? The beauty of this thing is just how simple it is. There are no complicated pairing steps, no logins, no accounts. It's made to just work. It's really just 3 quick steps. First, you generate. You type in what you want to share, or just pick a contact from your phone and tap a button. A QR code pops up. Second, they scan. The other person just opens their app and points their camera at your screen. And third, they use it. Instantly, that information is on their phone, ready to go. It's totally seamless. And when I say ready to go, I mean it. The app is built for these one-click actions. It's smart enough to know what kind of data it just received. So if it's a phone number, you get a dial button. If it's a website, you get an open link button. It completely gets rid of that awkward copy and paste step. No more fumbling around. Now, what's really cool here is the range of stuff you can share. It's not just for phone numbers. You can share a full vCard. That's, your entire digital business card with name, number, email, everything. You can share a long, complicated web address with 0 chance of a typo, or you can just share a little piece of text, like a Wi-Fi password or an address. Okay, so this all sounds like a pretty cool personal tool, right? But the story of this app, it actually goes a lot deeper. Its real impact comes from solving a very specific problem for small businesses. The app's own description gives us a massive clue. It calls itself a must-have for mobile recharge shops. Now, that's not something you'd expect. So this isn't just a handy gadget for you and your friends. It was built with a specific business in mind. And that is where the story gets really interesting. This is its core mission. See, in many parts of the world, people go to little local shops to add credit to their prepaid phones. The customer reads their phone number out loud, and the shopkeeper has to manually type it into a terminal. Now imagine a busy, noisy shop. One wrong digit, and that money goes to the wrong person. It's a huge problem. This app just erases that risk. The customer generates a QR code, the shopkeeper scans it, and the number is transferred perfectly every single time. And check this out. This is a really clever, thoughtful feature. What happens if the customer doesn't even have a smartphone? Well, the app can save its QR code as a simple picture. That picture can then be sent to an older button phone. So the customer just brings up the picture on their screen, and the shopkeeper can scan it from there. It's an amazing touch that makes it work for almost everybody. All right, this brings us to the final and honestly, maybe the most important part of this whole story, especially today, the app's approach to your data and your privacy. This is the absolute key. Every single thing the app does, making the code, reading the code, understanding the data, it all happens right there on your phone. Your information is never, ever sent to a cloud server somewhere. There's no account you have to sign into, no data being scooped up in the background. It is secure simply because of how it's built. So, the big question, how much of your personal data gets collected or shared with anyone else? This much. 0. A big, fat 0. Absolutely none of it. Your information exists only on that QR code for a split second as it passes from one screen to one camera. That's it. The end. This is what you call privacy by design, and it's beautiful. You don't sign in, there's no cloud. You don't even need the internet for it to work, because everything happens locally on your device. You are in complete control. The only data that ever moves is the exact data you want to share right in that moment. And that kind of leaves us with this one big thought. In a world that is absolutely obsessed with the cloud and being connected 24/7, a simple little app like this is a powerful reminder. It shows us there's still incredible power, security, and yeah, even elegance in solutions that just work right here, right now, completely offline. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.